This is my day. I'm gonna do things my way. This is my day. I'm gonna do things my way. If you believe it, say it. You're gonna make it. Say it. If you believe it, say it. Yeah. This is my day.
How gorgeous! How gorgeous!
How gorgeous.
In the lap of gorgeousness.
Hey, welcome to it. It is Friday. Welcome to Trending SA for a Friday. It is the second day of spring, and I could not be happier than to be spending this lunch hour with you. My name is Babi Muloy. It's good to be here. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Thank you.
You can stay.
I'll thank you later. And this is Shaka Sisulu.
Still here. Not resigned.
Not what?
Resigned.
I thought you said Lucas Sides. What is
Look
that?
aside.
This is Coolie Roberts. And hello, Nina Hastings.
Some wolf calls.
The wolf calls a nice hi.
So I must just tell you, yesterday we were talking about hashtag Afros, and Sispindi brought us this beautiful hair. Shaka also had
yes.
some hair. And
I had to cut it.
He had to cut it. I went home in the hair. I took a bath in the hair. I went to sleep in the hair. I woke up in the hair. I love this hair.
I love this hair. I love this hair. I don't know why I didn't get an Afro wig earlier.
Well, I've had Afro weaves before. I've performed in Afro wigs before. But this one,
This is
Pindy's got the
fantastic.
quality.
Pindy, I love you.
Yeah, all of the info on our Instagram.
Can I touch it?
We've tagged her a lot.
No.
Oh, that's rude.
Don't touch women's
I was
hair.
going to
Don't
say
ever
yes.
touch women's hair.
No, don't.
It's your prerogative.
Yeah,
prerogative.
Maybe
Din,
after
din, din, din.
in the ad break you can touch my hair, Shaka. Okay, so many hashtags. We've got to get through them. Shaka, what's on your menu?
The most important, this woman is the national key point. National asset.
She's a national keeper.
And she was dragged last week. You know, some of you. Apparently, here's what happened. Okay. Our brightest new star from all the way from Galileo. Well, listen. Babes Wotumo, all right, was asked in an interview, like, what do you think about this Pravin in, like, SARS wars? And she was like, who's Pravin? Godan. For who? For what? And then some people thought they could drag Babes for that. But the question is, does Pravin Godan know who Babes Wotumo is?
Yeah!
Can he vorshow? You know what? Because we can all vorshow. You know what? Some of you need to see the... Thanks. This is for you.
That screaming is getting scary.
So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this thing. Like, yeah, do you know who so and so is? We're going to see if you know who so and so is.
Yeah, but don't forget, though, that she actually volunteered.
Did she?
She volunteered the information. She went to them and she said, I want to debunk that, like, backup singers, whatever she is.
Did she really say debunk? Be
No,
honest.
she didn't say She didn't say debunk.
Okay, Gilly, what's your hashtag today?
My hashtag is hashtag if Africa was a person, if Africa was a school. You know you're African when. And hashtag African clapbacks. Well, this past week, Nina,
Yeah, we were up in the mix. We were cracking ourselves with these If Africa hashtags. They were all over our timelines. We're looking at them, and I guess one could say that as Africans, we came together collectively. Rekaufela, sisonke, to laugh at ourselves on social media. So today we'll be showing you hilarious tweets with the hashtags. Hashtag if I was a person. Hashtag if Africa was a school. Hashtag you know you are African when Kuli Rama tickles you when you're on TV. Hashtag African clapbacks.
love that, love that.
It's hilarious.
Hilarious. Did I say hilarious?
You know, I saw you on like doing comedy one day. You were talking about the voiceovers you do, that you do like white lady voiceovers, and I laughed so hard. And you were like, "Yes, Bubby, we know you do the other half of the white lady voiceovers." Hilarious. Flashback Friday. Hashtag VMASH.
Listen, I don't know why we're still babes. We're doing
VMASH is a bow wow. To this day, we love bringing you the stars of old school television shows who are still slaying today. And today is absolutely no different. Jam Ali was a bow wow, and she is going to be here. And we spoke to her backstage, and like that exuberance and that energy, still there, baby.
But VMASH is a bow wow. Hey! It's a bow wow.
Hey!
It's a bow wow. Never Puppy is a bow wow.
We'll be back after the break. This is Trending SA on 3.
Whoa. Size for show.
Size for sure.
Size for show.
This is my day. This is my day.
Welcome back. Babes, what do more is unfortunately not physically here. But as you can see, her spirit has taken over Shaka Sisulu's body. Do it again. Do it again
when I'm home.
One more time.
Do it. You jive. Just jive.
Chicks, take it.
She actually does a better one.
Okay, you do it. Why don't you do it?
Go, Nina.
Yeah.
Go.
Look at the face. Look at the face.
It's a Sundays. Right, it's
I couldn't do that
fantastic.
if you paid me. I'm so useless.
Yeah, that's because
Let's see you try it.
I'm not trying anything.
Okay, so listen, here's the story. Babes Wotumo.
Yes.
Trending all the time. All the time in my life, thank God. Oh, Babes Wotumo. Here's the thing, right? There are so many haters out there. Before this particular incident, as we saw some of you, especially you girls, you haters, you were saying that Babes Wotumo is not hot.
She is hot.
guys.
And then she went to the
show.
that other TV
Yeah.
station
Look at this
thing.
girl.
Right? No, but here she looks like a baby. Look at there's the new one. There's
But she
new one.
is a baby. What? Must she look like a 45-year-old woman?
No, we can't. No, we can't all look like that.
20.
Okay, listen. So here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing, okay? Forgetting all about that, how some of you've dragged her for not looking hot, and then she took off the red, and she looks red hot, hotter ever, all right? You guys drag,
But
you
come
tried
on,
to
now.
drag. They tried to drag Babes Wotumo simply because in an interview with a newspaper, they said, Pravin Gordhan. She says, who's Pravin Gordhan? Exactly. Who is he? Oh my gosh.
Surely you
So-
know who he is now. now.
No, I do know who he
Okay.
is. But why does it matter to someone the age of Babes Wotumo? Because actually, I think this is indicative of the part of our problem with our politicians, our politics, right?
Asazani.
Yeah.
Well, the age gap is ridiculous.
What? Look.
Did you know who the Minister of Finance was when you were 20? Okay, never
Yes,
mind.
yes,
Okay,
I did know.
So did
I did know. I
Yeah,
did
what's
know.
his uncle?
I want to show you guys some tweets, okay? Some people standing up for Babes.
Good.
Show the tweets.
Unlike in the past, South African artists aren't conscious about their
But that's not a
surroundings.
funny tweet. Let's see a funny tweet.
You want the funny ones?
Yeah.
It's Friday. Oh, God.
Babes
Look
Wotumo-
at meme.
Babes Wotumo
it's
doesn't
too
need
good.
to know who Pravin is. Pravin Gordhan should know who she is.
Oh, good M. Thank you, babes.
Okay.
But you know what it is? You know what's funny? You probably find that neither Pravin nor Babes know each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like what I'm saying is symptomatic of the fact that there's such a huge gap
It's like if
in
you-
a market.
Exactly. Like you wouldn't advertise like Dunlop tires to my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
why?
just
Why?
Because she done been tired for years.
say apologize to my Bako. Bako, I'm sorry. He doesn't.
sorry.
He knows not what he says.
I know not what I said.
Okay, I get the point that Ulanduza Babes Wotumo is a public figure, and people assume that she knows some kind of general knowledge, and I think that's why people were dragging her. But the point is that
General knowledge yake is, do you know what the boys of West Inc are doing? Benzan. Benzan.
I do.
Abafana West Inc, Benzan. What do they do?
West Inc.
Yeah.
They tattoo artists.
No, man.
West Inc, the group, the band.
No.
Okay, can we talk about the Babes Wotumo?
Do you see? No, I'm not in her song. That's what she says.
Okay.
So tell us the answer, Shaka. so we
Benzan,
know.
wololo. Whoa, okay, thank you very much.
Conversation,
Listen, since you guys have proven that you know so little
was
about
very weird.
general...
That was very strange.
He is weird.
Yeah, he is.
You guys don't know the boys of West Inc. That's the only thing. Let me tell you guys.
That is the only thing,
He
okay?
says trying
So
to
please be thrown into a hole and
All
expire.
right, listen, let me see. Okay, you've already exposed yourself to our pure viewers about how little you know. Let's go even further in this exposition.
Further.
I'm going to quiz you
Further
guys.
or further.
Okay?
What are you gonna
about
do?
popular political people and see if you guys,
Let's go.
unlike Babes Wotumo,
Let's go.
okay.
Let's go. It's not
All right, so the
business.
first one, in fact, you guys at home can join us. Number one, who is Lindiwe Zulu? Yeah, okay,
She's
good.
the Minister of Small Business,
Business
Enterprise.
Yes.
Hey, if you hadn't said the business, things would have gone very wrong for you. All right, let's cue the next one. In fact, let's cue a video of her before we go to the next
is
one.
this? When was this then?
Honorable Speaker, it is not acceptable.
Leaky top.
There is supposed to be order in the House.
Yeah.
Then the rules of this House are not meant for one side and not the other side of the House. We beg, Honorable Speaker, we can't have some honorable members standing up and grandstanding and insulting this House without.
Order. You know, Honorable
It's not suits.
Mistress Ginger must not do this. Why are you allowing Mistress Ginger to talk like this? It's not going to happen. President Zuma has not responded to a simple question.
People's Bay.
To when he's going to
I
ask you,
don't know,
Honorable
Ginger.
Speaker. I want President
Honorable
Zuma
Dozie,
to respond.
You have no
President,
right to speak
when are you
when I
going
have
to
not
pay back the
recognized
money?
Whoa, I do
clap
not
back.
It's so hot. Clap
In
back, CD,
Parliament.
All right, okay. Now, some time ago, there was an altercation in Parliament, and then she made this sign to an MP from another party across the aisle. Who was that MP, and which party does it belong to?
Can I say?
Yeah?
Is it Godrich?
Godrich.
Yeah?
Godrich.
Yeah.
Godrich.
There he is.
He's so hot.
Oh, gosh. Let's move on.
That suit is Teflon, guys.
I think we have a video.
Okay.
It's a terrible
We got a
picture.
video of him too.
Yeah, we've got a video of him as well.
Okay.
Madam Speaker, the collapsing of the House can be, in greater extent, be also attributed to your office and your chair. You allow a point of order that is very frivolous from an honorable member that side. I don't want to call her Ginger as I hear. Now she says I'm talking nonsense, Madam Speaker. You don't even intervene very fast. This is the kind of ridicule and torture that we get from the ruling party members. May you please speak to, talk to her to withdraw that word nonsense before I proceed.
I didn't hear that.
All right,
I just want to shout out the guy with the upside down smile.
All look like they've got that filter on their face.
All right.
Madam Speaker, recognize my smile. Recognize how unhappy I am.
How do you even do that? Listen, you know, there's one particular MP who had that face.
Yeah.
All right, but yet first he was like this. And then he had like that.
Kind
exactly like that.
he's like, "Ee."
They called him the weekend special minister. What is his name and what is he famous for?
Yes. And he was a 48-hour minister.
Weekend.
That's what
Well,
India.
finance.
Weekend.
Because he's still a minister.
And
And he's also a soldier. He's also a soldier who's going to shoot down Pravin. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
In fact, we got a video of him.
Oh, shame.
Hey, don't nobody call me Kevin Hart while I'm out here in South Africa.
How?
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
I don't understand how we approach some of these things as South Africans. We need a person like an American comedian, Kevin Hunt.
Kevin Hunt?
My name is Umpo Hart. Umpo. Okay, they gave me that name out here. Umpo.
Umpo Hart.
Okay.
Sorry.
I didn't hear what David van Rooyen said. Did he say Kevin Hunt?
Kevin Hunt.
Oh.
Yeah. Kevin Hunt. You need like... Are you hunting for the joke? Okay, listen. Who is this next person? She is known for Smolanyana comments.
Skeleton.
Okay, yeah, Batabile Dlamini.
Oh, mom, yo, guys.
I know she's the same age as J-Lo.
I met her.
You stop your mouth lying to me.
She's the same age as J-Lo.
Stop your mouth lying to me.
I'm practicing.
47, 48. I don't know.
You stop your mouth.
Stop it! So in case you don't know who she is, here's a short clip of her.
Okay. She played a few roles as well.
Because
She's leader of the
NEC
here we go.
have our Smolanyana skeletons, and we don't want to take out all skeletons out because they will be, or hell will break.
All hell will
All hell
break loose
break-
if you guys want to take out my small
Bitch, doesn't she look so sincere? Like a little, like, you know what I mean?
Well,
like
I mean, her whole ministry, it's like social development. So if, like, you were in charge of social development, wouldn't you be like, this is the face that you pull?
All right.
I just think that is one of the most quotable quotes of all
Smolanyana.
time.
It's this year,
Smolanyana
right?
skeletons. Boom.
This is the year of the Smolanyana skeleton.
Yeah.
Speaking of a Smolanyana skeleton, this is Honorable Sonti. Tell me what party Honorable Sonti belongs to.
I don't know.
EFF.
What's that?
Because I just remember her being...
EFF.
I mean, it's quite a powerful thing that they do with
Remember
these
that-
things that they wear.
Well, here's a video of Honorable Sonti.
Yeah.
Honorable Sonti.
Honorable Sonti.
Somlomo, sekela somlomo wami omhle obekekileyo. La kona le asinandaba nayo. Yenziwa phofu.
I love the skirt.
Ile bar ilapha eParliament. Babahlala bedakiwe ngalo lonke ixesha ezantos pha.
Yo. Please translate for me.
Well, it's the second time. Oh, Julia said it a couple of weeks ago. There's this obsession with drunkards.
Okay.
So that's what she said as well. She's like, this corner is always drunk.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on to John Steenhuisen. What?
Can I guess which party?
Yeah, what party does he belong to? That's funny. And actually, what is he famous for in Parliament?
Yeah, what is he famous?
Parliament.
Parliament.
He's famous for being the boss of Muzi.
Yo.
Yo, guys, I'm just gonna drink tea.
Asking you again, can you withdraw the word rubbish?
House Chair, I will not
Oh, this
withdraw the word
emotional
rubbish.
one.
I remember this guy.
Something rubbish.
Then you would leave me with no option than to ask you to leave the house.
I'm happy to leave the house, but also be able to listen to your rubbish.
May you
Okay, continuing on with the quiz. Who is Willie Madisha and what party does he belong to?
The guy with a beard.
Mm-hmm. And?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hello.
Oh, daddy.
Yeah, what party does he belong to?
Uncle.
This party.
Uncle.
All right, okay, cool. I think we have a
Are
video
you going
of
to
him.
answer that one?
Here's a clip that made him particularly
don't know
famous.
English properly.
Can
and
you,
then
Honorable
we
Madisha?
can only come and say,
Honorable Madisha. Madisha.
yes.
Honorable Madisha.
He never fell off a horse though, hey?
No.
He just honk.
Can't do that.
No, but he was making fun of someone else's accent.
Of course.
A very nice, posh accent.
Of course.
And she used to be my lecturer, and I don't appreciate all those jokes about her.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's such an easy thing. I don't agree with you. I'm going to mock the way you speak.
It is such a South
Stupid.
African thing. It's what we do all the time. I don't agree with you. I'm going to tease you. All right, okay. Speaking of not agreeing with someone. Okay. Order. Okay. The next person.
You're
Luchisa
actually going to kill
Tsunodi.
Nina.
Yeah. Why is she turning red?
Oh, shampoo, this poor man.
This poor man.
Do you guys know who he is?
He's the guy who's always been giving grief on. He's the speaker, is he?
Deputy. Is he the speaker or the deputy?
Just check it out. I've got a clip here that tells exactly who he is.
Yes,
Are you deaf?
ensure that I
Honorable
pass
Madisha, you are out
HIV
of
and
order.
AIDS. What kind of president is that? If you ask him, he will only say,
Honorable Madisha, order. Please use that door and leave the house.
I always feel
I always feel
like-
for him.
And you know, this,
Do you
can
remember
I
that-
say this thing? It looks
It's a hard thing.
like he needs, there's like medication. Do you know what I mean? Like, he looks like someone must help
Maybe he must
him.
go slaughter.
No, you guys are going to induce her. They're going to induce her like this, what do you call it, high.
That's what it feels like for him. Like any minute now,
Yeah,
he's
high,
gonna be like, I mean, like it's too stressful.
Oh, guys, I think it's illegal to enjoy your job this much. I love this job so much.
Speaking of someone that really enjoys his job, who is the guy that was talking about you are a sleepist?
Is it not? It's not the Bay.
Yes.
Comrade Bay.
Comrade
Guys,
Bay.
Listen, please just leave that actress and come to me.
Hmm?
I've got land,
Let's see-
you've
let's
got
see a
cows.
video.
Let's go.
No, man, don't do this.
Let us.
I thought
Okay.
you have a video of him.
We do have a video.
Self-made. He just bought it affiliated. You're just affiliated.
Self-made. You just
You're just affiliated. Admire a person who steals. We are self-made.
Self-made.
We are self-made.
I built it ground up.
We built it ground up.
You bought it ground up.
And you got it renovated and you still killed it.
I built it ground up. You bought it renovated.
You bought it, we built it ground up, and you got it renovated, and you still killed it. And we see people admire a person who steals. And
you bought it well
Hey,
done.
you're just affiliated.
Talking penny capers, nothing's been affiliated.
What?
Funny, you the same that I'm penetrating.
Woo!
Where my cornrows? All right, let's go.
I love that. That was the coolest thing in the world. And someone said to me a long time ago, one day in our country, guaranteed, whoever is the president is going to at some point have had a mixtape out.
Oh, straight
Do you know
up.
what I mean? Like
Straight up.
our generation, like everyone was rapping at some point or doing poetry or something.
Yeah.
So
At least just
you let us know.
You did poetry.
The way she did the shade on the reel, doing poetry.
Was that shade?
It felt like
Just my
shade.
head
Yeah, it's 'cause
bounces.
Shaka-
I
Shaka
can't
did
control
poetry.
it.
I do
So
poetry, even
let
at
us know on
night.
social media how many of those ministers, politicians, any of those people that you knew, all right? At
didn't get
Trending
zero.
Essay on 3, Trending Essay on Facebook and Instagram, and always use our hashtag Trending Essay. You're just affiliated. Nina and Kudi, after the break,
Talking
dish
plenty
out
keepers.
their favorite hashtags of the week, and Miss V-Mash is in studio.
This is my day. This is my day.
Oh, yeah! Hello and welcome back. This is Trending SA. We're in high spirits. We like to take a lot of selfies on this show, all right? Even Shagalaga Ding Dong, he likes to take lots of selfies. I don't know. So please also take some selfies and tell us where you are. Where do you watch us from? What's happening where you are when the show is on, okay? So, our guest later on, it just brings so much nostalgia, and she is going to be here any minute now. All right, Iyo, Bangani Iyo. V-Mash will be trending. Look at that.
Oh, my God.
I told you. She still got it. She absolutely
So beautiful.
still does. In every single way. But Nina and Kudi now, I'm going to hand over to you guys. Why is our continent trending?
Well, Pabs.
Ebony and Ivory.
Well, Pubby.
I told you.
As Africans, we all came together on social media this week and decided to make fun of ourselves and our countries with various hashtags which all trended, starting with hashtag if Africa was a person. Okay, so Martin Muhando.
Japanese.
Yeah, Muhando. Hashtag if Africa was a person. Madagascar will be that relative you've never seen or heard of, but insisted they carried you when you were a child.
So true, so true, so true, so true. Kenyan, at Lakwetab, Egypt would be that over-bleached socialite with a fake American accent with black parents. So true. Okay.
All right, so Diavez Ray says, if Africa was a person, Tanzania would be that beautiful lady that no one admires.
I don't get that one.
That no one admires.
You know those beautiful, like so beautiful, but no one talks about them.
The people who
I don't
live
know
there
what
talk
that
about them.
is. Okay.
But what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
The guy, I didn't tweet that.
You did?
Like, I'm here, like, explaining for
I
this
love
dude.
how you were on board and then you're like, come on, I didn't tweet that. All right, so at KDZHAER, hashtag if Africa was a person, South Africa would be the only.
No. Go to hell, Kennedy. Go to hell.
Just
because you're pro, Kennedy.
Hang on, let me finish the thing. The only bleep who only goes for the highest bidder.
What do they think of our country?
What do they think themselves?
They can go.
The next hashtag that made our continent trend was hashtag if Africa was a school. At Shua Kabhuma, if Africa was a school, Zimbabwe would be that one chap who accumulates loads of qualifications but still stays with his parents and loves talking big.
Yeah,
Such
who
a
says
long-
chaps?
Wow.
It's 2016.
Such a long tweet, bruh.
Oh, no, there's more from Shua Kamhunga. If Africa was a school, SA would be that kid who starts an impromptu braai even during exam time.
Yeah, we are. So let's move on.
I don't get
Okay.
that.
Nomalaga, SA, shout out.
We have to
hashtag if Africa was a school. Swaziland has been barred from the prom because they owe school fees, but parents are driving a Porsche. Oh!
Be nice
But
to our
also
cousins.
because they call it the prom.
Yeah, guys. The prom. You mean that in my trick dance?
Okay, so there's Paul Sec analyst.
Eh.
Paul Sec analyst. If Africa was a school, Mugabe would oversee detention.
Another one by TX Nya. If Africa was a school, child would be that ghost student no one knew existed until they saw them graduate. That is so true.
Like Chad the Don.
Chad Leclerc.
Chad the Don.
Chad Dadon. It's
Chad
a
Da
Chad
Don.
Dadon.
What's next on the list, Lala?
Okay. Hashtag African clapbacks. Guys, please.
I love that.
Can the clapbacks please be funnier than the last one? If African tweets were the ones to go
gosh.
by, I think we need to get better at tweeting. At Miss Adesanya. Mom, let me see your result. Me. I came second out of 15. Mom. And the child that came first, does he have 2 heads? Hashtag African clapbacks.
Ish, our parents.
Was that a screamy enough mom voice?
Yeah, but not so squeaky.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they also don't scream when they say things like that. They'll just go, yeah, if you focused on your meds.
It's like by the by.
It's very like a pow pow.
Yeah, it's like ambush.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. So mine is me, driver. Can I get off? Can I get off next to those 2 ladies? So why am I getting off next to the ladies?
Hello, they're standing over there and you're asking the driver, drop me off there.
Okay.
Oh, to get
Oh,
Not get off like
okay, not to get off.
So then what is the response?
The driver says, hey, what happens if they move? Must I chase them? Must I chase them? Get off.
Rudeness, babe.
Whatever happened? Like, why is the guy saying, driver, must I get off? It's short left.
Yeah.
Or short right.
Right,
Or
baby.
open space.
The felt.
That's how I grew up. At Palisa 5531111 me sings along to Beyonce's song. Mom, if only you knew your schoolwork the way you know these songs of yours, eh?
Out of nowhere.
I like that. Is that how it is? Okay, I like
This
it. I like
one
it. I can
is
do it.
by B-Face Mwape. Dad, the minister on TV was my junior in school. Me, what were you doing when he was studying? Hashtag African clap
Slice. That was a good one.
So you can send us some of yours as well. And if you agree with any of these African clapbacks or things that made Africa, you know what I mean? Like the things that make you feel African.
Well, I was telling you about my grandmother where she walked in and I was busy peeling the onions. Obviously, my eyes were watering. And she's like, and I'm like, oh, you know, this is making my eyes water. She says, it's the laziness that's making you cry.
Yeah.
Yo!
And on that note, we're going to take a quick break, okay? Hook up with us at Trending SA on 3.
Stay lazy, stay on the couch.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it's funny.
I used to get 90s for school a lot. My parents would.
This is my day. This is my day.
There are very few moments in my life as Babi Muloi where I bump into someone or see someone and I'm gobsmacked, like without words, because of how much of an icon this person is to me. Welcome back. This is Trending SA, and the icon in studio is V-Mash. Welcome.
Yes!
Yo.
Ba re ke letsatsang hanyane ba re koko ko etumo. Ukoko. Ola. Le ha di radi kan hloya. Ma unanong za uhlala nyudla. Bantabam.
Like just
I am trending.
You're trending.
I am trending. Trending SA. Azange trending SA azange. Asibambe lapho izosithathela amadata lendaba mngani. Likamara.
Everything.
Kimrata jong ona.
I rata you.
Lenna batho. She's so cute. Batho
You can take her home, take her home.
mara. Bona gore ke mo kae batho. I ke sa le comfortable mngani. Wena batla fela ko ngaka e ke tsamayang. O tla ba le mofutho o tshwana bona. Phela mona ke go ne di re ke reke mattress. So comfortable. Lebitso la hae from today ke Shaka Goma Goma. Etc.
How about you show you how on SABC1 Mutual Friends? You're back.
SABC1 Mutual Friends, yeah, it's a second season. Yeah, it's actually very interesting. And it's a must-see for the whole family. It's a must-see because it, for parents, it makes us take a sneak peek at what our kids are up to. Because sometimes we just say, hey, go university. She's at university. Can't do a little brother somewhere. Because we don't know. No, this is what we decide to do, you know? We don't we don't make a follow-up. We're thinking, telephone parenting. Oh, all right. How can one are? Mom, yes. Hi. Said, I know, Mom, I'm fine. I'm studying. I sleep at 8. And then it got me so scared, at what our kids are up to, Habali, away from home. So parents need to watch this. And then, Linda, it made me think, we've been taking so much for granted. This is a sneak peek, and then now to me it was a blessing because Oratila will be doing his matric next year. So I just got to see her, all right. Because Konamanja, he used to say to me, how, Mama, my teacher orile go batlega 50 rand ya gore re tlo ya ko plekeng on ba bitsa data because asa bone hore I can understand, but the moral behind it is Rona, the old school, we don't understand what is technology, but I'm not saying people should just sit there and say, I don't understand technology. We've got to learn. We've got to learn because they're going to take an advantage and visit wrong websites and get themselves into trouble, and because we don't want to learn. You know, Runama South Africans are sorry, honorable, ne? I got, Mr. Honorable, ne? But I feel, Tina, we don't want change. We feel very comfortable, about to change. Now I had to start, Google and whatever. And then when I was doing Mutual Friends, this is what I can say to Abazali. You're thinking, we take a whole lot for granted, but it affects Abantwana betu. Into go to you drink in front of them, you smoke in front of them, and then they grow up knowing, they feel like it's a norm. It's okay to do that. It's okay. And what are you going to say to a child? No, don't drink. And then these days, they backchat.
You're
Who are you telling?
You're so different from characters you've been on TV, like Hilda from Generations. I want people to see just how different you are.
It's ridiculous for you living in Soweto by yourself. headed dangerous these days. Hilda, baby, don't remind me. I've become completely paranoid about driving home every night. But that can be avoided only if you move in with me.
That outfit is so nice.
That would be ideal, but I couldn't. See, I come with baggage. June. If we go straight, you know I'm crazy about the little guy, huh? Anyway, you'll be doing me a favor. It gets pretty lonely there, living on my own. Okay, well, perhaps we can work a temporary arrangement. You see, I'm suspecting something else coming up. Ah, there she goes, being mysterious again.
Hilda was a power!
You used to be so cute. Hey, you were so young.
How old were you there?
How old?
Hey, 20-something, a million years ago.
Wow.
And
how
it was actually very challenging because I had to act a part of 40 years.
Yes.
40-something year old something.
But what memories? I mean, there are obviously lots of memories. But what are some of the favorite things from that time?
Please.
That's the meme. That's the face you just got, Shana. In real life, you were memed in real life. Goma was
Why out of all the things, why Achimurok?
But
you're right.
Tell us about you were singing, you were...
Now I was a go-getter.
Yeah, you were versatile.
And I was wild, and I used to love... I loved breaking all the rules.
Yeah.
I loved breaking all the rules. And when they said during the apartheid time, you cannot do Latin American.
Oh, look at you, look like Riri there.
You cannot what?
Yeah.
Oh, Bani. Mina changed the name and used my grandmother's name, Ngabo Vinolia Anthony, and became a Latin American star.
Yeah.
Everything.
Right.
And like you're saying, I didn't go to a multiracial school, but we had to study and know how to articulate in English.
Yeah.
And then that was that, you know.
I enjoyed this recent show that
I started from the ground. What?
I started from the bottom.
I got you.
So, did you go for acting classes?
No, I didn't go for
self-taught.
Yeah, self-taught.
Wow.
From the ground to the up. Yeah, I self-taught. I didn't have no. My father. Was an actor, and he was in the music industry as well. He used to play drums, but I hated that. He was my hero, but I hated that. I didn't want to be regarded as Collins Mashiko's daughter.
Yes.
So I took my own way and worked harder to just say, Ntate, I don't want to be regarded as Vinolia. And
now he is
my
Vimesh's father.
Yes.
But you've maintained right through, I mean, you've been doing shows the entire time. There was a show, now we were talking about it, Bobby and I, Please Call Me. I love that show.
I was doing Please Call Me. I still do motivational speeches and in schools, in churches. Oh!
But would you say Jam Alley is the one?
And you know, I used to do shows that 8 weeks in 2 days.
Wow. Just record one after another.
My own story.
Oh, really?
And then when they keep on saying you are bankrupt, it's because you gave me 5 cents for my whole work. You have to stand. That's why I decided to put, when I told them I want more moolah.
Yeah.
And then they chucked me out.
But how does it feel, my love? You know, you started then and you're still here. How does that feel? I mean, it's been
one
a long...
woman standing.
All right.
No, but I just feel good if it doesn't break you. It will just make you stronger.
Amen.
If something is yours, is yours.
Yes.
This here is definitely yours. Okay,
Yeah.
watch this.
I receive in Jesus' name.
This here is yours.
I receive in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Can we receive the video in the name of Jesus?
receive.
This is the place to be.
It's Wilson B.
That was Karabo Lediga. in that first shot. Did you see her?
Samantha.
What's that here? Oh my gosh!
Going to rave, and whether you have enough sleep or not, it doesn't matter.
Guys,
And the vibe, it's always there.
What's happening here?
Watch Jam Alley, only on SABC Encore. DSTV channel.
You know
Nna ke sa ibone lo ibona ke kopa fela gore bontate Hlaudi ba ntukisetsa fela di royalties tsa ka.
Please, Assembly.
Yeah, please.
Wa
Yeah,
itse
it's
go
all
bona
untrue.
gale gore ke sebeditse.
Does that happen though?
Yeah,
to get the royalties for the shows that you presented.
di tshwantse di etsagale ke ntho ko boleletseng yona gore e seng gore ka batho ba banga ba batla o etsa change. Or you are these kind of people who just want to sit back and watch things happen. We must make things happen.
Yeah.
Na ba mphe tšhelete ya ka, finishandclar.com.
Yeah.
.com. The
Ya
end.
trenda phela mngani wa bani.
You must come here at least once a month.
Please,
We
guys,
need you.
can we? This energy is just delicious.
Delicious.
So if anyone
If
hasn't seen Mutual Friends, I think we have a promo.
We have a promo. Let's check
Have
out
a
the
look.
promo, yeah.
Tata kutheni ngifuna ngibuyele phayana zininzi iuniversity enoya kuzo apho ndingazwayo.
It looks like you have two choices. Walo kule self-pity. Yeah.
Self-pity.
Or you can use it ngokuqhubeka ngalo msebenzi osuqalile last year.
You're killing me.
What's that 20,000, boy? I'm finished.
Where did that other guy go to?
Oh, Jabu, why did you ever leave?
Nice, nice, nice.
You know, we see so many people in the business. We see so many youngsters now, to become maybe radio people or TV people or hubina or whatever. Do you have a message for them? What would your advice be?
No, I get phela that was then.
Yeah.
We have to keep on changing with the times. They've got to understand, they've got to take this raw talent and refine it with the education. With raw talent, it's not going to take you places. You've got to understand how to read your contract. You've got to understand how to check your finances. You've got to learn about investments, things that we didn't know.
And you have to know who Praveen Gordhan is.
You know?
Papa Shag.
You know?
Papa rising hard. But that is such a fantastic message. Uskaba dom kopo. No matter how beautiful you are, no matter how talented you are, uskaba dom kopo.
Hands off our beautiful Tom Cops.
That's how he likes them.
Anyway, we are so pleased that you came and you came to hang out with us and you gave us wisdom and you gave us your time.
This is my day.
Let's talk about thighs.
All right, welcome back, Trending SA. I don't know about you, but that was spectacular.
I am V-mashed.
Like mashed to my core.
I'm mashed
You
potato.
one of the reasons. One of the reasons.
You went there. You're mashed to your core.
But I told you that, you know, there are very few people who gobsmack me, and I'm just like,
gobsmack.
But that's one of the reasons I love the show.
Are you going to repeat everything I say today?
Yes.
Everything?
I want to listen to what Cooley says. Okay, guys,
Sorry.
please, let us have a conversation.
Sorry,
Tell me
we're
the truth.
listening. We're here.
First time I'm pretty.
You are beautiful.
Thank you. So,
You actually are completely gorgeous.
But you are.
really
And the
is.
hair works.
You are.
No, this is my new look.
gorgeous.
This is my new look.
But
No,
I want this to be my
this
new
is
look.
our look.
So we can do this.
Of course we can do it. No,
Okay.
what I was saying is that what I love about Trending
Oh,
SA
you're gonna
is
do
the
it in
fact
groups?
is the fact that we continue to applaud Abantu who came before us.
Of course.
Yes.
I love that about the show.
Yeah.
Of course you would, because it's not quite before you.
Oh,
It's during
my
Shaka,
goodness.
can you just smack him, please, Papi? Just smack him from
I'm
the
No,
not
you don't know.
violent,
Yeah,
but I'll
yeah.
smack you with words.
Oh, no, whoa.
Catch yourself.
Whoa.
Check yourself
Whoa.
before you rickety wreck
Whoa.
yourself.
Whoa.
Ricky wreck
But just
yourself.
don't touch him though. You don't know what you might catch.
Oh. Really?
We really do love each other, though.
Yeah.
Like, we really do.
We are family.
Did you say that about my cousin?
I used to date Shaka's cousin. He can't believe it. He was so hot. He was crazy. This was at varsity. The man used to come through campus control block. I'm looking for cool and be like,
He used to come through.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So, my fellow hosts, it has been an incredibly #heavy week. Do you have things that are happening this weekend that you want to enlighten us about, Nina?
Yes, it's the Comics Choice Award.
Yes! Are you nominated? Are you presenting?
I'm not.
Are you
for
what?
this year, I'm neither presenting nor am I.
That's brilliant, though, 'cause
But
you can
you know
relax.
what? I am going to go there in a little number
Yes, ma'am.
that is going to knock the socks off my thighs for you that you don't even understand. So I'm going.
Thighs
Me
for
and my
you.
thighs are going to the Comics Choice Awards
Yes.
on Saturday night at Monte Casino. You can get your tickets at something. I don't know.
Guys, did you see that hashtag thighs for Joe?
Yeah.
For Joe.
It's a
Jus.
jus. I'm
Jus.
jus. I'm
It's
sure
for me. I feel
that
it's
is
for
for
me.
you and for me.
I
For you and
saw
for me.
more boys and men than I saw women's thighs.
For real.
Really?
Yeah, like I saw
I think you're just looking muscular. The
I
thighs.
never get to see any thighs. Let me see your thighs,
No,
Shats.
man, you can see a man from
Yo! We nearly saw thighs and rice and
we
curry
nearly
and
died.
That was not supposed to
that
happen.
was an entire
You're hating yourself.
Saga shame. Some things just leave to the small people, okay?
All right, let's leave it.
Leave him. He's gorgeous.
Look, all I want to talk about, here's what I want to talk about.
Leave him.
This weekend
down,
in East London, one of my favorite places in the world, the All-White Spring September edition. Let's do it. Let's get it in.
All white.
Not forgetting Azania courtesy.
Let's get
Thanks
it in.
at Pop Arts.
That's fun.
Yes.
And of course, we had him on the show, Linda Lanham-Keezy.
Yes.
Yesterday, Ignite at the Joburg Theatre, which is
Flames.
happening.
And so wait, is Pop Bottle still happening or it's not happening?
I don't know.
I don't know,
I'm
we
not
don't
the
hang out
target
with
market. We're not the
18-year-olds.
target market.
What? Since when, Goody?
We knit.
You've been doing it for 50 years.
Crochet.
You wish I was 50 years old.
There's obviously a lot to do this weekend.
hair on
Let's
Cooley's
go out
face,
and
though.
support
Yeah.
South African artistry. What is happening? Like, once Friday comes, like, you just stop being human.
Friday.
Me too, also me. Okay, so we'll see you again between midday and 1 next week, Monday. God bless.
Patsy, don't
Patsy, don't go.
Patsy, don't go.
Patsy, don't go. Patsy, don't go. Patsy, don't go.
This is my day.